anniversaries recently. Last week, the most eagerly anticipated birthday of the year took place. Captain Tom celebrated his 100th birthday, and it was quite a landmark day for him too. A Spitfire fly past, a promotion from captain to colonel. He was made an honorary member of the England cricket team, apparently. Sadly, they're not playing at the moment, but still, it's not the point. He received a mere 140,000 birthday cards. Probably take him until his next birthday to read them all. And probably he'll get an entry into the Guinness Book of Records for raising, £30 million for the NHS. But I think probably I was thinking about anniversaries more from a personal point of view. Today, it's Monday the 4th of May, and it's my 43rd wedding anniversary. Now, I think Anne deserves at least a fly past for that achievement. Sadly, no presents. And if we go out for a meal, it's probably only going to be a barbecue on the patio, I should imagine. But this coming Sunday will be my 19th anniversary as pastor of Sheffield Central Elim Church. Now, I'm not saying who deserves the medal for that achievement, and I suppose if I'm truthful for my part, for the most part, it's been a blessed journey for me at least. But I was thinking anniversaries, they're a time for reflection. They're a time for appreciation. They're a time for anticipation. And the more I thought about it, I thought actually God is really the instigator of recognizing anniversaries. God instructed the Israelites to celebrate several annual feasts. There's the Feast of Passover, where God wanted them to remember how he delivered the firstborn male of the family through putting the blood over the doorposts of their homes. Then there was the Feast of Unleavened Bread, when they remembered their deliverance from slavery in Egypt. There was the Festival of First Fruits, when they celebrated the beginning of harvest and God's faithfulness. There was the Day of Atonement, when their sin was removed and they were restored to fellowship with God again. There was the Feast of Tabernacles, where they remembered God's protection and provision through their wilderness journey and their renewal of trust to God in the future to provide for them. And I guess this season that we're going through will not be quickly forgotten by anyone. For many, it'll be a bitter season of loss and maybe fear. For others, it'll be a season of blessed provision by God. And I was thinking about Samuel. Samuel, on one occasion, in 1 Samuel 7, it says he took a large stone and he placed it between the towns of Mizpah and Jeshanah. And he named it Ebenezer, which means the stone of help. For he said, up to this point, the Lord has helped us. Israel were being tyrannized by their neighbors, the Philistines. And they were paralyzed with fear. They were full of self-pity and doubt because they'd experienced a devastating defeat 20 years earlier at their hands. And through Samuel, they were inspired to trust the Lord, to go to battle with their enemies again and win a miraculous victory. And this battle was going to be won on the very battlefield where they'd lost 20 years before, where they'd been humiliated and crushed. This stone was going to serve not only to remind them of God's victory, but also to remind them of his grace to forgive and his willingness to restore his people in spite of their failures in the past. In our trying circumstances today, let's not forget God's help in our lives, in the past as well as in the present. Psalm 46, it says, God is our refuge and our strength, an ever-present help in times of trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the sea, though its waters roar and foam and the mountains quake with their surging. I was brought up on old hymns, if I can put it that way. And I was thinking about Johnson Oatman Jr.'s famous hymn. It says, when upon life's billows you are tempest tossed, when you are discouraged thinking all is lost, count your many blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord has done. I think remembering it inspires gratitude. Psalm 5:11 says, but let all who take refuge in you be glad. Let them ever sing for joy. Spread your protection over them, that those who love your name may rejoice in you. Remembering also releases hope. 1 Chronicles 16 says, look to the Lord and his strength. Seek his face always. Remember the wonders he has done, his mercies and his miracles, the judgments that he has pronounced. You know, when we create occasions, if I can put it that way, for remembering, I think that's an important thing in life. And often through that remembrance, especially as God is involved in our lives, we receive stability in our present. We receive hope for the future as we are reminded how God has dealt with us and is dealing with us even in the past. Anniversaries, they're meant to be more than a card, more than a present, more than a meal. They're opportunities for us to pause and to be grateful to God for his blessings in our lives down through the years, and to express our trust in the one who will lead us into our future, the one who provides for us in our present. So, I'm going to say happy anniversary. I've already said it to my wife, but I would say it to you too. Just mark this day as a day when you can say, up to this point, the Lord has helped me. May God bless you.